Good morning, or depending on when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always, told out of Voice of Radio. So today, I've got some news I want to share, including two of the most beautiful cards you are probably going to see today. And we might as well start off there, because there is a Zacian card and a Gardevoir card that are absolutely stunning. Now, the really cool thing is that these have actually been shown off with both text and without text. So here they are without the text, where you can really appreciate the artwork. We will have a look at the text in a minute. Now, these have actually been drawn by a brand new artist who's never done Pokemon TCG cards before. These are cards that have been drawn by Wada. Now, that is an artist who may sound a little bit familiar. Takumi Wada, I should say, to give them their full name. And the reason they should seem a little bit familiar is, I kind of warned you about this the other day. This is an artist who has done a bunch of artwork in the past for Zelda games. They are an absolutely stunning, ridiculously good, top-tier artist. They are just an absolute master of their craft. What's the downside? You've probably guessed this already. I kind of told you before, but let me make it clear now. As it stands, these aren't real cards. I mean, they're real cards in that Pokemon went and hired Takumi Wada to draw these cards, and then they did, and then we get to see how beautiful they are. In that respect, they are new, real cards. But they have been done as it stands as a, hey, we've got this cool thing going on with our online museum. Would you like to draw a couple of cards for it? Yeah, I would. That's amazing. And then these are the cards that they've produced. As it stands at the moment, these cards are not planned to see a release. Now, that doesn't mean they never will, and it doesn't mean they can't. It means that as it stands at the moment, these cards are never planned to see a release. What would be amazing is if Pokemon took this opportunity to go, hey, we've got these amazing cards drawn by this amazing artist. Wouldn't it be cool if we went and released them? That would be my dream. And that we get these as promos at some point in the future. That could absolutely happen. As it stands at the moment, it's not happening. And I do want to be nice and honest and upfront about that right at the beginning. As it stands, these are cards which are not getting an official release. That could change, ladies and gentlemen. That would be absolutely amazing, and I would be just delighted. But as it stands at the moment, they're essentially concept cards. It's basically an absolutely stunning artist coming out and going, hey, if you gave me the keys to the Pokemon Kingdom, this is the kind of artwork I could come up with. And I cannot be the only one that goes, oh my goodness, that's absolutely stunning. Now, because I want to practice my Japanese a lot at the moment, I have actually gone and decided to try and translate these. I think I've got them. So, fingers crossed, ladies and gentlemen, because hey, wouldn't be much fun if we didn't know what they did. So what we've got here on Gardevoir is a Stage 2 Pokemon, single Psychic Energy, draw until you've got 6 cards in your hand, which is honestly not particularly good. I mean, we're looking at Lost Origin at the moment, because Lost Origin's just come out, and actually Beautifly has got that, but on an ability on a Stage 2, and I'm just like, well, hang on a second. Why would we not want it on an ability? Then we're not using our attack for the turn. So, unfortunately, not a particularly good reason to play the card. We've also got an attack here for 2 Psychic, 1 Colorless Energy, 120 damage, and your opponent's active Pokemon is confused. Yeah. I don't mind Confusion. Confusion's alright. I do have a little bit of a problem with having free energy, and I'm only doing 120 damage plus Confusion. Like that's not making me happy, ladies and gentlemen. That's not making me happy. So I'm afraid I don't think this Gardevoir is a particularly good card, and for that, I can only apologise. As for Zacian, we got a basic Pokemon, 130 HP, 4 energy, 150, and on your next turn, this Pokemon can't attack. I did translate this one myself as well. I checked this one, but I actually checked it with Zacian V, because the attack is the same as Zacian V's attack. Well, okay, it's the same as Zacian V's attack with 2 rather large differences. Firstly, it's a 4 energy attack, not a 3 energy attack. That's a pretty big difference. And secondly, it does 150 rather than 230. Look, the conclusion is they're both bad cards, alright? I'm sorry, they're not good cards. Both of these are bad cards. But they're absolutely beautiful. And I had to show this artwork to you, ladies and gentlemen, because it is just absolutely stunning. Plus, you know, I got to I got to show off that I could translate these cards all by myself. So, you know, that's not bad, is it, ladies and gentlemen? That's not bad. Now, of course, I think it's very important that we try and figure out how we get this artist to, firstly, how we get these cards released in the Pokemon TCG, and secondly, how we can get Wada doing cards regularly, because I think we can all agree that these 2 cards are beyond stunning. Now, I do have a sad update, I'm afraid, and that is these booster bundles, the Trick and Trade booster bundles that have been released in the US are out in the US now. I've had a bunch of people asking me, are they coming out in the UK? And it's not a conversation I can share with you, but I can tell you that I've had a conversation with somebody that basically has confirmed they're not coming out in the UK. Now, for a moment, that looked like it might actually end up being wrong, because there was a listing that went up on the UK website for the booster bundle, but unfortunately that does seem to be, so that listing has actually gone away. Page is not found. I did see somebody, I've not got the picture to hand, but somebody basically asked a support question and support confirmed that it wasn't supposed to be there. The page is now not found, so I know a bunch of people want these Trick and Trade cards in the UK, and all I can say is I'm sorry they're not coming, which I know is really sad. And all I can do is apologise for that. I would love it if they did, incidentally, because I've got a very lovely person that's helping me get some of these from the US, but I'm having to pay for them to be shipped from the US, which is clearly not cheap, ladies and gentlemen. It is clearly not cheap. So, honestly, would be kind of amazing if we could, have these in the UK. We can't. I don't know. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. It's just the way it is. But let's finish off with some happy news today, because I've told you we can't have those amazing cards. I've told you we can't have the Trick and Trade booster bundle in the UK. What we can have, however, is we can have some new playmats for the Team Challenge. Of course, Team Challenge 4 has gone and been announced. It is absolutely happening, and we now have images of the playmats. And yes, playmats, because up until now, the staff playmat and the player playmat have actually been the same. That's not the case anymore. You see, if you qualify for the Team Challenge 4, you're going to be getting yourself the Hisuian Zoroark playmat. Now, as tends to be the case with these playmats are just taken straight from the booster pack artwork from the set. So, one of the booster packs from Lost Origin features Hisuian Zoroark, and that means that that's the one you get here. Now, I've not actually, for various personal reasons, I've not been able to enter the Team Challenge up to now. I am going to try and enter the Team Challenge for my local store. Now, don't get excited. I'm going to be entering with stupid, gimmicky one-prize decks, so I'm probably not going to qualify because I'm not going to be playing the right decks. But maybe I found one I really like and it works. My point is, I am going to be having a bit of a play around with this. So I'm going to do some testing. I'm waiting till Lost Origin is actually out on PTCGO, which I think is actually today now. So I'm going to start testing some silly one-prize decks, see if I can qualify for the Team Challenge. Mostly I want this playmat. I'm not going to be staffing the Team Challenge, but if I was staffing the Team Challenge, I would get the God of War playmat. How cool would that be? Yeah, it's a little bit different. Once again, God of War is on the art of one of the booster packs, and it is wonderful seeing this artwork all full. And I'm gonna say it right off the bat: the God of War playmat's better. This is such a cool playmat. The artwork is absolutely stunning. So if you do want to join in with a team challenge, you can get yourself some awesome playmats. And Simon Bichette over on Twitter has gone and confirmed, and I have heard this from other places as well, there is no more state locking over in the US for this event. Now, what that basically means is, what used to happen was that if you wanted to enter a store in, I don't know, Detroit, you had to be a Michigan native. That's no longer the case, ladies and gentlemen. So essentially the deal is, as long as you are a US resident, you can enter, I believe, any store in the US, which is really important, of course, because the way the US works, you've got stores that are right on the border of a state, so you can have a store that's a literal 10-minute drive away from you, but you can't enter the team challenge, which always seemed a bit like an anomaly and has now been fixed. So yay! So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. That's the news, that's what you need to know, and now it's over to you guys. Tell me what you think about those wonderful Wada cards, tell me what you think about the Team Challenge playmats, and tell me how you're getting on with these Halloween booster bundles. Let me know in the comment section. Get us! Be nice. And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at TheWasi. That's where we talk Pokemon and card games and a whole bunch of other fun things. And please do consider check out patreon.com/PTCG where you can support the channel, join a Discord and chat with us, get weekly bonus pods to answer all of your questions, all kinds of fun things. And I give shout outs to people like the lovely Mary Sanders Lazenby, who is one of our patrons and is a very lovely person. So thank you for the support, and thank you for being a very lovely person. But by far the most important thing, as always, you look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.